Hey everyone, this is Isaac here, and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2023. Pixar seems to have been struggling in the 2020s decade so far. 3 of their movies in a row were dumped onto streaming, and their big return to theaters ended up being a critical and financial disappointment. So this brings us to their latest film, Elemental. I was worried about this one going in, not because it looked bad or anything, but instead because Disney once again did an extremely poor job marketing it. Hey, general public, if you're tired of all these sequels and remakes Disney keeps pumping out, maybe try supporting their original content every once in a while, huh? Just saying. But as for Elemental, I was pretty interested in it going in. I mean, a rom-com about Fire Girl and Water Boy? Who knows what they'll do for this one? Well, I knew what they did after watching it, and I must say, Pixar did a pretty good job here. It's about this fire girl named Ember who's possibly going to be taking ownership of her father's shop soon despite her short temper getting in the way of her progress. However, after an outburst causes a leak in the shop's pipes, Ember meets Wade, a water guy who she initially clashes with due to her parents' prejudiced beliefs, but she soon discovers just how much she and Wade have in common despite their differences. An interesting fact about Elemental I learned leading up to its release is that the romance between Ember and Wade is a direct metaphor for interracial relationships. Not to mention, there's plenty of showcases of systemic discrimination throughout the film, and while it wasn't anywhere near as impactful as something like Zootopia, it was still able to be leagues ahead of some of its contemporaries with similar themes like My Little Pony: A New Generation, thanks to the great direction and stellar chemistry between the main characters. Despite how I'm not that big a fan of rom-coms, I do know that one of the most important aspects of a good rom-com is if the lead actors have good chemistry, and that shines here in Elemental. Ember and Wade are easily one of the cutest Disney couples I've seen in quite some time, where I could really tell that these two were perfect for each other as the movie went on. The movie is a bit generic, sure, but the way it utilized some of its tropes like the third act misunderstanding honestly felt understandable and didn't get under my skin as much as some other movies. And while most of the side characters were one-note and annoying, they thankfully had very limited screen time as the bulk of the movie focused on the romance aspect, which was nice. Another part of this movie that I want to highlight is the animation. Leave it to Pixar to consistently craft gorgeous-looking animation for their movies, and this one is no exception. I love how all the different elements also help this movie's world building with their different ways of functioning in the city, coupled with the character designs being very creative. Not to mention, the score by Thomas Newman is absolutely mesmerizing, and probably the best score he's ever written for a Pixar film. With all that said, in conclusion, Disney really did Elemental dirty with how bad its marketing was, because beyond all that is a very charming movie. Not only does Pixar continue to shine in the animation department, but the world building, music, romance, and chemistry between the two main characters are also really good. Oh, and by the way, before the movie starts, an Up short would play called Carl's Date. It's a cute short for what it is, nothing special, but still very sweet and a nice send-off to Ed Asner's iconic role as Carl Fredricksen. But back on track now, is Elemental among one of Pixar's best? Not really, no, but I'd still say it's worth supporting even with the little marketing attention it's received. 8 out of 10, can't wait for nobody to watch it anyway. Next time, I'll be reviewing Asteroid City. Wes Anderson is a very interesting director to say the least, and yeah, this definitely looks like a Wes Anderson movie. Needless to say, I'm interested to see what he'll do for this one. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!